MB Enclosures has his own YouTube channel, and this guy is an animal when it comes to designing boxes.
Unbelievable. I couldn't even believe that there was 2 8's in there.
This guy right here is doing something special.
I welcome y'all to MBE, what you about to see, box building in a different league. In this SQL scene, believe that money ain't a thing when it comes to its kings. Now that's fact, not fiction. Call 44694 48 then 18. Don't matter, you got 4 8's or 1 8 or anything between. He got what you need.
This is my crew. This is my gang. These are my kings.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy MB. Now, you might be wondering, whoa, why does he have these 3 8's on the table? Well, I actually didn't have a G7 on the table, so I just say, it'll be better to just use a standard cutout 8 for this video I'm going to make here. This is the DB Drive G5 next to a DD 2508 G, current revision, and the kicker, latest, Solo X8. Okay? All of them, three of my favorite companies here. Three of the favorite companies I represent, DD, DB Drive, and Kicker. All of them have their own different take on the performance, different options that they offer, different mindsets. The Garza family, Langford family, Steve Irby family. They have a different texture to the base, each one. This is a standard cutout 8, meaning that it uses a standard cutout, 7¼ inches, 7.25, 7.36, whereas these two are Super 8's. There are a lot of standard cutout 8's on the market. Some I like, I have them put inside my vehicle, and it shows you the performance because they're actually giving you something different in my opinion. And then you have the Super 8's. This is a Super 8. It has an 8-inch cutout. This is a Super 8 because it utilizes a square cutout. Now, there's one thing that all of them have in common though. And this is what you as the consumer must consider when you see anyone come out with 8. The one thing they all have in common is that they will all fit underneath the seat of a truck with just a 2.5-inch seat lift. A 2.5-inch seat lift is not noticeable, nor is it ungainly. Whether you have a Ford and you use a 2.5-inch seat lift to get these woofers in, if you open up the passenger door and look in, the the consumer, or even your consumer's friends, will not be able to notice your seat being lifted. It is that seamless. The Fords needed because they only have 9 inches in the height in the front and 5 in the back. And these woofers, even the standard cutout 8's, have large motor structures. So you need a 2.5-inch seat lift. A 3.5-inch seat lift, whether it's a Ford, Ram, or a 5th gen GMC, is ungainly when you open up the back doors. You can evidently see, it's very apparent that the seat has been lifted. It stops you from sitting large people in the back seat of your enclosure. The back seat of your truck. Anyone that comes out with 8 and hasn't tackled, does not have their 8 at a certain height so they can fit under the seat of a truck, have created a novelty item. I'll give you an example. Go back to when I did the Nemesis Audio NAT. It's a teammate. 3-inch voice core. I believe it had a 9-inch mounting depth. Because of the height of that driver, I didn't really push it. There's some other factors too. 3-inch voice core. The lows wasn't in where I wanted to be. The wiring to it, the straight wiring they use CCA wire instead of OLC wire. It was brittle. Mine popped off. But what really, really was the deal breaker for that Nemesis Audio NAT was the depth restriction. You would have to get a 3.5 inch seat lift just to get that thing to fit underneath the seat of a truck. For that particular reason, you didn't see me talk about it anymore. Why? Because that's ungainly. No one is buying these trucks, those of you who want to buy the Super 8s or even standard cutout 8s. These trucks are costing upwards of $70,000 and more, depending on what trim you get. My truck, when it was brand new, was right at $100,000. $98,000 out the door, got spec'd out. If you look at trucks today, Sierra TV4s, Platinum F-150s, Raptors, Dualies, GMC, what's that, AT4, then they got the Elevation. These trucks are pushing $90,000 to $100,000. Why would we get a 3.5 inch seat lift and can no longer sit 5 people back behind the seat? You have a novelty item. MB is not going to push. I'm not that bad. I'm not a bass head like that. Oh yeah, get this. Get these, whatever 8 it is. Whatever 8 it is. Get this. Get you a 3.5 inch seat lift so you can get up on the seat of your truck. So you just spend $90,000 so you cannot sit nothing but a child in the back seat because you got 2 8s. I don't think that's practical. I worked closely with Joshua Langford when he revised the G. His primary use for me when we work together is MB. Will this fit under the seat of a truck with just a 2.5 inch seat lift? Yes. And then production pursued. Even with the G7, will this fit under the seat lift of a truck, MB? Yes. Production pursued. Only thing I told Kicker was, hey man, if they came out with one, just make sure, y'all seen the videos and they paid attention. Make sure it can fit on the seat of a truck with a 2.5 inch seat lift. Because anything other than that, it's a novelty item. Because some of you will say, well, what about, you could put it in a sedan or SUV. Number one selling vehicle on the road is a truck. 8s are predominantly used on the seat of a truck. If you putting 2 8s in the back of a Camry, that's because you so choose to. Or a Honda Accord, that's because you so choose to. It'd be better for you to use 2 10s. So if you come out with an 8 and it can't fit on the seat of a truck, 2 things. You didn't listen to the market. You definitely didn't listen to the consumer. You're just trying to sell them something. MB is about form and function, practicability. Come out with an 8, it must fit on the seat of a truck with just a 2.5 inch seat lift or no seat lift at all. Anything other than that, it's a waste of time and a novelty item. Y'all be blessed.